Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. We're going to take a quick look at Phala. I think that might be how it's pronounced, PHA. And we're just going to take a quick look at the technical analysis so we understand a little bit more about what's going on here, because it's obviously doing some, making some moves here recently. So thank you very much to my patron Nick for requesting that I cover this here today. Also note, if you're not a currently patron, feel free to check that out. I actually have a trading community / signal group where I send out signals for every single trade that I take, and we average a very high success rate. It's a really, really cool experience. So definitely check that out. We have fully automated bots now too, where you just one-click follow. All said and done. Really easy peasy. So taking a look here, first of all, at Phala, if I'm saying it correctly. It is essentially trying to break through this resistance zone here, right? So we can see pretty much that there's a strong resistance level here, right at about 84 cents, that is causing the price to kind of stay down. So right now it's testing that. If it can close above that, that could be a very, very good sign to kind of continue to push upwards and have that be the new support instead of resistance. So that's a key level right there. It's a key level resistance for the moment. I also noticed too as well that we had this descending pattern, of course, this bullish pattern that basically breaks out eventually, right? Bitcoin did the same thing here recently, even though it kind of got stopped out and was kind of halfway through a reverse head and shoulders pattern. We're looking at Phala right now as well that had that same, increase followed by a descending channel and then a breakout. It was basically a bullish breakout. Now this is fairly new, so only about 2 days it's been breaking out, but today it tried really hard to hit about 91 cents and got stopped out. Let's take a look here. So RSI is up over 70, correction, over 50, below 70, which is a very good sign. On the 1-day chart, I like to see that because the simple fact that it really just kind of helps reiterate the sense that we're more bullish than bearish. Because when you're above 50 on the RSI on the 1-day chart, that's a very, very good sign. That is more so considered to be bullish. Right? Furthermore, too, we also have a MACD convergence that just happened. That was basically in between yesterday and today. So we could pretty much just say right here is the case in point when that took place. And we'll take a look at a smaller time frame to kind of see what that looks like as well. But generally speaking, not in bad shape here. Definitely it's got a nice breakout. If this 1-day candlestick can again close above this line, we're going to be looking pretty good. And that would be the new support level. And in turn, that could help, reaffirm the, the direction essentially, right? So it would kind of confirm the fact that we are still bullish. So we got 2 hours left until this candlestick closes, but it is looking like it's trying to break above and stay above. So if the price does close above, just say 84.5 or round up, just say 85 cents to be safe, then we're looking pretty good there. And you could maybe consider adding to your position because it should continue to progress upwards from there. And again, that's based on the fact that we got a lot of stoppage in the last few weeks right in this area here. And speaking of stoppage, let's go ahead and see what kind of volume we're looking at. This is great. So right now, the large amount of volume in the last, I'd say about a week or so, and actually no, that's pretty much a full month. So in the last 1 month of trading, we see 77 cents as like the standard case in point in which we have the most amount of volume. So volume speaks very loud in case you're listening, or if you're not listening, you want to make sure to check it out because it really just has a tendency of telling us where trends are forming, right? So yes, we've got a support level here, a resistance potentially, but we've also got a strong support kind of averaging roughly around 77 cents, okay? So that's essentially another support level. So great stuff there. That's good news. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the 1-hour chart. Pick out the Ishimoku cloud, kind of see. We are above the cloud right now, of course, that makes perfect sense. But if we are to lose this support or resistance, depending on where it closes, we could see the price come down and effectively bounce off of the Ichimoku cloud. It works really well in bullish trends. So hopefully that could continue to be the case. We'll see that here eventually soon with the next few hours, of course, but that will very likely keep the price action higher. Let's take a look also too at TD sequential. This is a bit of a concern, but pretty standard considering a lot of behavior in the season that we're in right now. For example, when the price action jumps up to a 9, it's supposed to reset and go sideways. Right now it's pushing for another leg up. And that's mostly because it's trying to break through that resistance level. A lot of times you can have either a short squeeze that occurs right at that line. A lot of times that keeps the price down. But once you break past that, it pushes the price up hard. So that could be a squeeze. Probably not, just based on the fact that 2 or 3 hours ago that had already passed that point. But the bottom line here is it's overextended. So we shouldn't expect to see this continue, skyward, so to speak. We should expect and hope for this to continue to stay above that level and close above 85 cents, just to ensure we have that working as a support level. That'd be wonderful if that happened. But again, we are overextended here. We've had about 15 hours of bullish momentum. That's kind of long enough for the the bulls become exhausted and the bears just start taking their profits. All right. So that's kind of where we're at there. So why don't we just go ahead and pull up the Fibonacci retracement here, see what kind of potential we have moving forward, and just kind of see what this might look like, right? So big picture, if this were to continue to progress and just say this becomes a new support, which I think is very likely, we're looking at about $1.16 rather, $1.16 as strong potential to effectively have a continuation up there. Now again, this is pending the price goes sideways for a little while, because if it keeps doing what it's doing right now and ramps up to that point, just say it hits $1, for example, today, then that would actually be not what we're looking for, because then it'll retrace and come back down, likely even to break that support level. We want that support to hold, so we want some consolidation there, and then the next leg up, right? Because again, if you're new to the channel, just some education here for you. You want to have a staircase pattern for any type of bull run, right? Yes, this is a bull run here, but commonly if it comes up too high, it'll come down and retrace, right? We want to avoid that, so we want to have a nice, steady, consistent increase. So again, just something to pay attention to. It's not like we can control that, but just understand that the price goes sideways here moving forward. We're going to have a lot better chance for the price to be able to hit $1.16 in the next 2 to 4 weeks. And I say 2 to 4 weeks just because, if we get that consolidation period and it ramps up healthily, then we're going to be able to see that happen, right? I would say by end of November, 116 is very likely, especially considering its momentum here, breaking that key resistance level. We're probably going to be in pretty good shape. But again, if the price just continues to increase here, just say in the next 24 to 48 hours and hits one of these resistance levels, you can expect it to come down, possibly consolidate here, maybe even come down lower, because it had hit so hard and so fast that it needs to kind of fall down, so to speak. I use the analogy, if you fall down a flight of stairs, you're going to be messed up for a long time. That's what happens when coins reach a point that's too high, too fast, and it has to fall back down. It takes a while for it to recover, right? So if we want it to help to get to the top there, we want it to be able to go sideways and have some good consolidation here. If nothing else, for at least 12 to 24 hours of consolidation. It's not much, just a couple days, nothing crazy. But generally speaking, that's kind of what we're looking at here for Phala. And big picture too, just so you know, the all-time high as far as the one-day close is 106. Okay, so keep in mind, it could very well break that resistance level, right? That's a very strong likelihood. And one last thing too here, just kind of put a little resistance channel in here as well. 122 is the high point. So if the price does break above here and close above, right around just say 106, then I think 116 is very likely this year. We'll also probably see 125 as a strong estimate for year end. If it breaks that, different story. We'll take a look at it. I'll reevaluate again soon. But just generally speaking, that's what we're looking at here for now. And I think we're in really good shape. So hopefully you found benefit here, of course. If you did, great. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And obviously, I reference my Patreon community. In fact, videos like these are made specifically for them because they are growing and learning. We're all doing that together. It's a really cool signal group that we have, and I send out every single trade that I take with my members, and we share in that success. So cool situation. Check that out in your own time. Thank you so much for joining me here, though. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.